Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols. I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth. Today from Zondervan, we have the NIV Grace and Truth Study Bible in the Premier Collection. Now there's a really funny story on this video. Okay, I made a request for any NIVs that maybe they wanted some reviews of, and they sent me a copy, but they accidentally sent it to Tim Wildsmith. So Tim Wildsmith technically stole my NIV Grace and Truth Study Bible. I believe he's going to be making a video kind of acknowledging this fact too, but it is a really funny and humorous story. So Wildsmith, enjoy your free NIV Grace and Truth. Meanwhile, they did send me a replacement copy. I'll tell you what, this thing is absolutely beautiful, so we're going to take a look. Now, I've already reviewed the text block on this. I am going to show you a couple little things just so you can see them, but otherwise we're really just going to talk about the cover and structure because this thing is sharp. So they're calling this navy. I think navy is a little bit darker, but there are a couple things on this cover I want to show you. Check it out. It looks like something got a hold of it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, what looks like maybe teeth marks on there. So I think that's actually kind of neat. That's not something you see very often on a mass-produced Bible, but for me to be able to get some teeth marks, or at least what appears to be teeth marks in a goatskin Bible, really gives you a great story. So with all that said, with the Premier Collection, you get what you get. You're going to get your raised hubs, you're going to get your beautiful spine work, you're going to get your 3 beautiful ribbons that are really close in quality to Beresford ribbons in my opinion. You're going to get an animal skin liner. Now are you ready for this? Boom. That is some bright red. It reminds me of like Superman's cape or something. It's just really, really sharp. Of course, edge-lined, synthetic end sheet. You're going to have all the bells and whistles with the perimeter gold. The corners on this one are a little sloppy, and let me tell you why I think they're so noticeable, especially on the back side. You see how they kind of they're kind of jaggedy? I think it's because they went bold with the accent colors, and these colors are so contrasting, it's going to show every little mistake. Another thing that really shows up in this Bible that I don't think a lot of people know about the Premier Collection is, let me flip this around, and you can see this is a split liner. See that? Now they do all of them like this. Every single calfskin liner. It's kind of a way to save some money because again, they're able to offer these for a lower price. But once you let it down, you can barely tell it. But it is a split liner, and that's a way they kind of save some cash so they don't need as big a piece of cowhide in order to be able to have this really nice liner. So with that said, a couple of things to point out with this text. Center column, 9-point font, comfort print with the NIV. This commentary is actually the older comfort print with the open letters, with the open vowels and the open G's, the open D's and all that. So they decided to keep that just, I guess, as either a nod to the old original comfort print or because they feel it's easier to read in that format. I've kind of heard both sides of that story and I'm not exactly sure why. Center column references, corner notes, and this is a blue letter text. If you really pay attention, you can tell that that's kind of a navy. It looks black to a degree, but that's actually a dark blue. Another thing in this text that sets it apart from the hardback is when you get to the words of Christ, you'll see that they are in red in this one. And I think that's a little bit too much color going on. You have gold accents, you have blue letters, and then you have red letters. That's a lot going on. But what they do in the Premier Collection is when you get to the words of Christ, they are in black. So there are no red letters in the Premier Collection. So it is a bit more pricey, but you do get some extra nice bells and whistles. Another thing that's really slick about this is when you get that overhead view, you can see this is a pretty generous Yapp. It's not a full Yapp, but for a mass-produced Bible, it's probably the most generous Yapp I've ever seen. I mean, it doesn't touch, but for a Bible this thick, and it's pretty consistent all the way around. They did a really good job with the measurements. The perimeter stitching looks great. This thing is simply beautiful, but it does come with a price tag. You can get these for about 20 to 30 bucks, but these are somewhere in the neighborhood between 100 and 120 bucks, depending on where you get it and depending on whether or not they're on sale. But if you want a next level Grace and Truth Study Bible, this is definitely the way to go. Now, a warning that I'll issue you, like I did in the video with the hardback, which I'll go ahead and put in the video description, is this is Al Mohler's team's work, so it is going to have a complementarian and a reformed mindset. I appreciate differing points of view, even though I am a Pentecostal, even though I am a continuationist, and even though I am not reformed, I do like to expand my mind and hear the thoughts of very wise and very studied men like Al Mohler and the team he puts together. While I may not agree with every piece of commentary in here, I still respect the work of a scholar and a person that has put their life into studying the Word of God. This is coming out in the NASB soon. I really look forward to that. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on this. Your Nicholsworth.